It is finally time to decorate this bare ass tree. Coda, get up. Let's go. That boy. Are you ready? We've had our Christmas decorations up for like 2 weeks. Is that how long we've had them up? 2 weeks. And we still haven't decorated the tree. And it's a week and a half till Christmas? So we've got all of our decorations right here. And our tree skirt. And our star. The tree is finally decorated and we're starving, so I'm gonna go make us some lunch. Lunch was so good. Tacos, my favorite lunch, dinner, snack, whatever. Tacos are my favorite. I have tacos for lunch and dinner too often to be acceptable. And that's the truth. But, so, tree is decorated, Vlogmases are up, and now it is time. It is time to make those marshmallows that I was telling you about in like day 1 or 2 of Vlogmas. I got the ingredients, and now I'm about to make them. So the ingredients list is like super small. It's like 3 packs of gelatin, some corn syrup, some cornstarch, some sugar, and water. I think that's it. Oh, vanilla, of course. You gotta have vanilla for flavoring. But what I'm attempting to do is make 4 different kinds of marshmallows. I'm gonna try to make some regular marshmallows, some Reese's Cup marshmallows, some chocolate chunk marshmallows, and then some cinnamon ones. So I'm gonna get to work and I'll show you. Well, what the heck? I'll take you along for the ride. Okay, first we gotta do some prep work because these marshmallows they like to set really, really fast. So we have to have everything ready before we even start. Y'all already know what happened to those 2 other pieces of chocolate. I done ate them. So the first thing we're gonna do is cut up the toppings. I accidentally just recorded that in time lapse, so I have to say what I did without actually doing it. So basically, what I just did here was I made the dust, and the dust is comprised of equal parts of cornstarch and or potato starch, either one, and powdered sugar. And what this is for is to dust everything that the marshmallow is going to touch because it's sticky. And this is going to keep it from sticking to everything. The next thing we're going to do is line an 8x8 pan. I don't want that much. You want to go both ways on it when you line it. I'm going to make sure that this is satisfied. Whoop, that ripped. And stick it down in there. And now I'm going to go the other way. Don't rip. It ripped. I'm just going to stick it down in there. Just make sure that all of the sides are covered really well. And now, the first thing we're going to do with this dust is dust this. Again, you would normally do this with a sifter, but I don't have one. So I'm just using my fingers to put a very, very generous dusting on this wax paper. Because even though nothing is supposed to stick to this wax paper, the marshmallows will do their damnedest. Okay, I'm just going to shake some of that excess off. Actually, I'm going to swish this around some more because it looks like I missed some places. So I'm just like shaking the excess around. And now I'm going to put the rest in the bowl. Okay. Our pan is lined and dusted. Oh, and I forgot to say that this dusting, I did a half of a cup of each. Half of a cup of cornstarch, or you can use potato starch, and a half a cup of powdered sugar. If I need more, I'll make more, but I don't think I'm going to need more. Okay, we have a mixing bowl. Also, this excess powdered sugar, this excess dusting, leave it. It's aesthetic. Don't do nothing with it. So in this mixing bowl, we're going to begin. I have a half a cup of water, and to that half of a cup of water, one moment, forgot to pull it out, I am going to add 3 pouches of unflavored gelatin. One sec. So I'm just gonna pour this gelatin on top of the water. By the way, I think, like, if you wanted to do strawberry marshmallows, I think you could totally use, like, strawberry gelatin or cherry gelatin for cherry marshmallows, you know, like anything like that. But I'm gonna put this gelatin into the water, I'm going to whisk it until it gets mixed in. And then I'm gonna leave it. That's it. That's gotta set off to the side by itself. Okay, now we're working with a medium saucepan. Into this pan, we're gonna add some sugar. We need a cup and a half. What is this that I have here? One and 1/4 cup of corn syrup. A half a cup of water that I already measured out. And 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Hey y'all, I just wanted to jump in right here and say that this was actually a mistake. The vanilla does not go in until like the very, very end. Until after all of the mixing has happened, all of the heating, and right before you put the marshmallow fluff into a pan to set. So right here, what I actually should have done was skip that vanilla and just went straight into mixing. So if you're following this recipe while I'm doing it, do not put the vanilla in here. Skip that vanilla step. Do not put it in until the end after you've already made your marshmallow fluff. And now we're just gonna whisk all this together and we're gonna put it on the stove over medium heat and we're gonna bring it to a boil. So after this initial like whisking here that we're doing to get everything incorporated together, we're gonna put it on the stove and then we're not gonna touch it. It's gonna boil, but don't touch it, don't stir it, nothing. We don't wanna get sugar crystals on the side. And we're gonna bring it to a boil, but don't let it boil too much. And we need to get this to 240 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so while that is coming to a boil, I am gonna get my mixer ready, fitted with a whisk attachment. I'm gonna get my vanilla ready. The struggle is real. I wanna go mix that stuff so bad. I never realized how much self-control it would take to not mix something. I also want to say, while you're heating this up, it has to get to 240 degrees and it can't go over. It's called the softball temperature or softball state. And if you go beyond the softball state, you get into like crystallization and stuff like that, and you don't want that to happen. So in order for the marshmallows to be like fluffy and actually like form, you can't go past the softball state. You can't be under the softball state. Okay, we are at softball, and I'm gonna break up this gelatin. I have my whisk attachment. Okay, now I'm going to slowly pour this down the side of the bowl on low speed.